Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. Good morning. I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with Monday Night Raw, broadcast live on the USA Network from the Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock, Arkansas. In the main event, WWE World Tag Team Champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, along with Matt Riddle, defeated the Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor when Riddle pinned Balor. Following the match, the Usos and Solo Sikoa of the Bloodline hit the ring to attack the tag champs and Riddle, but Rey Mysterio and the LWO came down to even the odds and end the show. The main event came about as a result of the show opening angle, during which Paul Heyman announced a partnership between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day, calling for each faction to take out the other faction's enemies. Holding up their end of the bargain, the Bloodline Solo Sikoa defeated Rey Mysterio in the first match of the night. Adam Pearce announced that at next month's WrestleMania Backlash Premium Live event, Cody Rhodes would face Brock Lesnar. The announcement was made during a promo segment in which Pearce tried to appease an angry Rhodes and prevent him from attacking Lesnar. Security was used to keep Rhodes back during the segment.
Beast incarnate
I know
is
that's
here.
what you want, Cody. I know that's what you want, but it can't happen. Like, look at me, please, look at me. Listen, you want the match with Brock. I know you want the match with Brock. I will give you the match with Brock May 6th in Puerto Rico at Backlash. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes at Backlash. I make it official right now. Please don't do this.
Oh, Cody!
He's not backing down, the American Nightmare.
Oh, Cody's not thinking straight. I understand Cody's frustrations, but it's going to cost Rhodes a lot of money.
Also during the show, Trish Stratus explained her heel turn against Becky Lynch last week.
Because I wasn't about to let Becky Lynch or any of you rewrite history. I am not a nostalgia act. I am not your childhood fantasy, and I sure as hell am nobody's sidekick. I am the greatest of all time, and I am the single most important figure in the history of WWE, and I'm here to make sure none of you forget it.
In other results, Seth Rollins defeated The Miz, Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair beat Dakota Kai, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville went over Mia Yim and Candice LeRae, and U.S. Champion Austin Theory lost to Bobby Lashley via disqualification due to outside interference from Bronson Reed. In more WWE news, Becky Lynch had originally been scheduled for last night's Raw, but was pulled from the show due to a foot injury, according to a report from Fightful Select. Lynch announced the absence earlier yesterday on Twitter, while also replacing her ring name on her Twitter profile with her real name, Rebecca Quinn. Nevertheless, sources cited in the report indicated that there is no current issue between Lynch and WWE, and that Lynch's current contract with the company runs through June of next year. In ratings news, AEW Rampage last Friday night drew its largest audience in over a year and a half and its highest key demographic rating in a year, according to Showbuzz Daily. The show started at 9:42 p.m. immediately after the basketball game on TNT, with a total lead-in audience of 639,000 tuning in. That's a 27% increase from the previous week's 503,000. The rating in the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic was .21, up nearly 24% from the previous week's .17 key demo rating, according to WrestleNomics. Despite the increase, the show came in 7th place for the night on cable TV in the key demo, which was down from the previous week's number 6 position. And in Major League Wrestling news, the company has made a deal with Premier Streaming Network to carry its programming internationally, according to an official release. Premier will reportedly stream episodes of MLW Underground to international markets 5 days after they originally air in the United States on Reels. The agreement also includes MLW's Battle Riot 5 event, as well as the previous 10 episodes of Underground that have already aired. Said MLW Chief Operating Officer and Executive Vice President of Wrestling Operations Jared St. Laurent, quote, "Fans around the world will finally have a chance to join the MLW Underground, where MLW's biggest fights take place. Premier streaming service has a great team and platform with an international reach that is a perfect fit." End quote. And before we leave you today, We'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.